Okay, we'll be moving from banking to insurance companies. And I have to look up your name, sorry. Emanuele Corsico, and there was something else coming after
Yeah.
Corsico.
Yeah, it's Piccolini. I do have two names and two surnames, so it's pretty complicated to, underwrite things. Anyway.
Guys? Okay. Well, we're about to start. We're diving into insurance companies now, leaving banking maybe a bit. And enjoy your 12 minutes with Emanuele. Looking forward to it and enjoy.
So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will, take your hand and bring you to a journey to the field of insurance. So it's kind of funny to talk about it as soon as after the banking sector, which is quite a pretty twin sector for us. So I will tell you about creative disruption or innovative protection and the digitalization of all the insurance industry. So first of all, let me introduce you my business partner, which are Caterina and Luca, which are still here today, and Marco, which is pretty in Milan right now. Protection is the most human and ancestral need. We do need to feel protected. A recent poll in the US tells that the best feelings we do need is protection, because we have to be honest, we are afraid. We are afraid of environmental changes. We are afraid of globalization. We are afraid of terrorism. We are afraid of knowing people who has different tradition, who has different cultures. And that's one of the topics we are trying to, making an answer to this problem. Digitalizing protection means feel safe anywhere, anytime, and whatever we are doing. That's a truly important topic. Our team is a global team, and that's one part of our disruption. It's kind of funny because we have 4 managers, but what if the team was a map? I'm from Milan, Caterina is from London, Lucas from Naples, and Marcus from Copenhagen. That's funny. That's part of the disruption in insurance sector. I mean, if you look at Milan skyscrapers, 3 of the biggest skyscrapers in Milan are owned by traditional insurance company. That means that they need, to make you perceive the power, the strength of this industry. And that's kind of strange because we can work in all the part of the world. It's kind of different for us. Doesn't matter if you are in Milan, if you are in Naples, or if you are like today in Hamburg. DIB is an insurance platform which, helps companies and helps people to make a better risk analysis. We are generated by an insurance company, which his name is Consul Broker. That is truly important because I think that each kind of digitalization need to have strong roots. And our mother company has 30 years activities in the field of insurance brokerage. That means that each kind of digital transformation must start from something which is solid, which is strong, which is a long tradition. So never think that renovation, that digitalization should totally disrupt things, but should learn from what has happened in the past and must look at the future with that strong roots. We have a mission, which is to increase customer confidence and safety. As I told you before, the theme of protection is one of the huger challenge of our community. And we have a vision, which is to be part of this digital revolution and give an innovative shape to this too much traditional industry. What is our disruption is to upgrade traditional methods in insurance to a global digital market. And I will tell you why. Let us give an example. So our mother company has had 77,000 clients from 1988 to 2018. We hope to do exactly the same in 5 years and not in 30 years. Why? Because we will be able in an easier way to get in connection with people. And that is funny. That was totally unbelievable just 5 years ago, and right now it's possible. And that is due to digitalization, to innovative things which will run in a very, very, very traditional industry like insurance is. They have intermediate 416 million euros from 1988 to 2018. Well, we will hope to do the same, and we are not sure about it, but we are challenging people, and we will try to do our best. Let me give you a short slides about what is the insurtech market in Italy. You know that Italy is one of the most traditional countries in the world. We can try to digitalize everything, but it's truly complicated to digitalize a pizza or a very good Italian coffee. But, we will try to do the best in this traditional market. Italy is facing right now a, relatively important growth in all the fields of, insurtech and fintech. And around 11 million of Italians, right now 25% of the active population, not of all the population, is using right now a fintech or an insurtech service. Most of them are using home banking in the field of banking, and most of them are buying insurance policies for cars, which are the easier that we could find on the market online. But we do want to do something, huger, something more challenging, and is to bring brokerage and risk analysis in the field of companies, of industries. And we do have to know that Italy has a kind of strange business system which is based on tradition. Very small companies, except 10 companies which are pretty known all over the world, like Fiat, like Ferrari, like Ferrero. We do have very small groups in rural areas, in mountain areas, ruled and owned by old entrepreneurs. So that's a challenging trade-off for Italy. What is happening in the insurance sector without deep? A huge waste of paper. What is happening with DIB? That everyone should, make and create his own policy just by using a computer. And we do always take in consideration that, we do have a social impact of the things we are doing. And first of all, sustainability is one part of our business. So thank you, Dave, for saving trees. Time employed in traditional methods. If right now you are a company and you do have to create your own system of insurance, you will take about 10 weeks to 12 weeks by starting for searching and look for your insurance broker so you can make a comparison between different players. You have to close the deal with him, then wait for his risk analysis and his risk management. Then the broker should ask insurance companies their quotation for policies. You have to wait then the broker evaluation at the end of these huge processes, you will finally sign your policy. It's a long time. 10 weeks, 12 weeks is about 3 months. With digital methods, you will just do the same things in 1 week. You just have to log yourself to a platform, subscribe your detail online and sign a questionnaire. Contact the customer service if needed. So we provide that you don't always do this activity. Subscribe for the details if needed. Wait for broker evaluation and everything is digital. And finally, you will receive simply your policy on your email. Room for improvement in the sector of insurance. There are data from the British Insurance Broker Association. Less 24% of general cost reduction. Less than 23% of management expenses. Plus 50% of risk management optimization. And plus 22% in improving customer relations. We do have to think that in traditional business of insurance, we will lose more than half of our time in managing data in a traditional way. So just half the time we spend it with clients to know their needs, to giving them answers. And how can we do that? This is a huge challenge for all the services company. And that was exactly the same in what is happening in the field of banking. We have to make material our services. And anyway, how we do this today? Just by giving you paper, which is the instrument that, it's material, you can touch it. But in the future, we will do exactly the same by using artificial intelligence and neural networks and engage clients to be part themselves of the insurance process. So, what about our goals? First of all, be part of a digital revolution, which is not only affecting insurance sector. Making client feeling protect anytime, anywhere. That was the topic I was start my discussion. So we do have to, answering the question that people has. we do want to feel protected. Minimize fixed costs in insurance industry. At least 40% of the costs of an insurance company are general costs. So think about how many money you can save by digitalizing some part of your business. Maximize the use of artificial intelligence to make people feel more protected. Anyway, non-insurance companies use technology for strategic reasons. They do use technologies just for functional reasons. We have a problem, we use technology to solve it. But no one is using technology as a core of our business. So that's our challenge. Minimize the time. Time is one of the most important things we do have. And optimize risk management. The more precise is our risk management analysis, the better protection you will have in time. So what effects will our innovation bring to society? First of all, to remove a prejudice that we do have with insurance, and that is due to the slowness of traditional insurance company, which is the one that a problem should happen in future, and I don't know if I get my money back. In a society which is continually seeking for accuracy and for velocity, such service without a great confidence with customer. We do want to educate people that an insurance is not a cost, but is an investment. Have an insurance policy means feeling protected. Would you rather wait 3 months or a week to feel secure? That's an easy question. My grandfather always said that time is the only resources which cannot be reproduced. And we don't know how many times we do have. Digitalization should help us to prevent things, to feel more secure, but first of all, to have more time. And we don't know how time is important. We'd have 12 minutes to complete our speech, and I'm quite finishing my speech. So you know, the time is one of the most important things of our life. As Oliver always said, don't waste your time. Thank you so much for listening us.
Okay, thank you, Emanuele. Great talk. First question, as you were talking about Italian coffee, did you try the coffee here and did you like it?
Well, it wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad. We were luckily surprised that the coffee wasn't, so bad. We do have a prejudice that the best coffee in the world is only in Italy, and well, we do have always a discussion because Luca's from Naples, and Naples is the homeland of coffee. So each time, we do have different coffees even in Italy.
Okay, it's drinkable.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You must be honest, it is. Thank you.
Okay, first non-coffee question.
So thanks for your introduction. One technical and then the second one. The technical, I'm a little lost. My understanding is you're acting as a broker platform. So when you're talking about speeding up the process, sounds nice, but you need all the insurers in your back. And how should they accelerate the process? You might have a very fast platform, but the insurers itself are much, much slower, 3 months, whatever. So how do you solve this kind of dilemma?
Well, one of the problems is that, definitely we are just part of a huge process, and we do need that companies be more faster than what are today. We are trying to solve this problem by using a specific system which allows company to charge the policy fully completed by using the data we are collecting in these processes, and they just need to put their signature at the end of the policy. So one of the biggest problems is that an insurance company spend a lot of time in completing the field of the data, so the name, the companies, the deductible, etc., etc., etc. So we will provide them all this data, and if this data fits to their own, fixed situations, they would just have to underwrite it and send us to us. So for more complicated quotation, we will need more time, but we think that in 1 year, no more, everything will run, faster and faster and faster. And this is this is even a way to force companies to be faster. Because if they're faster, they will have new market space, which is the one provided by digital platform. So I will think that this will be a good way even to companies to efficientize their system and be faster in the way they produce their policy.
gives me directly the link to my second question, because
Okay.
everyone in the, as far as I understand, the industry agrees these kind of platforms will be the market makers of the future.
Yeah.
Today, my understanding is, an expert told me a few weeks ago that Check24 in Germany, for example, is the platform where most of these simple insurances are currently kind of traded or brokeraged or whatever, collecting in this process so many data that they have a huge competitive advantage against any kind of new broker company trying to establish a new platform somewhere in the market, or looking at Amazon or Google, who are all looking at new business models. I believe Amazon is already starting to think about insurance or taking risks on themselves and adding this with all the data they have, knowing all the risk, and just taking the good risk out of the thing, and the market only leaves the bad risk for someone else. So the whole industry is changing dramatically, and how do you position yourself into this in this game?
Well, that is a very good question. I think it's that the advantage we do have with Amazon and with this kind of players is that we don't just sell policies. We offer our clients a service, which is the one of risk management. So this is totally different from the model that Amazon has. You don't need to analyze the risk of a car if you do have to make a car policy. Just as simple. So if you do have to do a car policy, go on Amazon website, not on our website. So that's the difference. We offer protection by studying the risk. And for doing that, we do need the expertise, for example, of our mother company, which has bring us 30 years experience in that field. So I think that the competitive advantage we have is the one of the competencies we had acquired from past. So because this is a truly traditional industry, we do need to bring tradition into future. And Amazon would do completely different things. In Italy, we do have a lot of sites who make a comparison of prices. They're called comparapolizze in Italian. And they do a fully different business from our one. You just need to log it to search the lower price, and you can buy your policy. That is not our business. Our business is answering to the needs of protection. So that's why we analyze your risk, and after that, we will choose your policy, which cannot be even the cheaper one. So that's the difference. That's the difference. And that's what a good broker do in insurance. Not always, proponing the clients the cheaper solution, but the best solution. And sometimes, you can acquire more protection, more conditions, etc., at a higher price. But that will save your business, because if something happens, you do have that protection. If something didn't happen, you feel protected. Anyway, so that's the difference between business of the future by Amazon, etc. They will never be able to do what a traditional broker can do, but we need to be digitalized and to push ourselves into the future.
Question fast as lightning.
Yes. Do you think that in 5 years or something, too many people will be involved in the risk management assessment, or will it be done by AI?
We do need, we do need risk manager to make a better analyze. Everything is, human driven. So we do need to study what the risk manager do today to make a better artificial intelligence. We will drive it in the future. But anyway, competences are changing, and the new role of a risk manager won't be the one of studying thousands of documents. But,
And that wraps up the session. Emanuele, thanks again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, of course, again as well. And see you later.